Would you fuck the sword? I'd fuck the sword.
How do you fuck the sword?
I'm gonna show you.
Why are we keeping that?
We'll take them down. Fight!
Hello everyone, welcome to Tokunommentaries. I'm Austin.
And I'm Christian.
And today we're talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2.
Yay!
Patreon.com/Tokunommentaries, where you want to check out the commentary tracks for everything from Mighty Morphin Season 1. The movie's going to come up soon, and we got all sorts of other shit on there too.
Other stuff, yeah.
Yeah. You'll see the commentary tracks for this, which here's a little clip of it right now. Woo.
See, Sean, if you ever go to prison, you gotta get the biggest, baddest guy in there. You say, "You're gonna be my bitch."
Okay, Adam.
Okay, Adam.
Hey, Tommy.
You're gonna be my bitch.
So, other than that, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Discord and the link in the description below.
Please do.
Other than that, thank you guys so much for clicking
Yes.
and watching us and supporting us along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick,
Yeah.
before we get started, Mighty Morphin.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What?
I like our new setup.
Yeah, I think I've heard pretty good things about it. So
Yeah,
I think we're gonna keep.
we're
this
gonna
for now.
keep this. Yeah.
Yeah. What else would you like to say?
Me? Oh, just some news.
Oh.
Boone Violet was shown off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
We know.
It's the ugliest suit
Oh
ever.
my
What is so terrible?
You the ugliest suit I've ever seen.
Here, put up an image of him. He's not good looking.
Pretty cool.
No, he's not.
Whatever. Fuck you.
There was another thing that happened. Just to Tokunommentaries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
We had a couple comments.
Oh.
Honestly,
Yeah.
thank you for everyone that commented on
Yeah, I
the
was
Geeks
gonna
video.
say. Thank you for watching our Geets and
I do.
our Godzilla video.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. Do you want
Yeah.
to talk about it real quick and just like the people we're talking about and stuff like that? I just have some quick thoughts if you want to.
I mean, it seemed like people generally disagreed with us.
Well, I mean,
about the Geets.
we knew that coming into it.
Which we knew. We were prepared for. But we do still appreciate everyone commenting.
Honestly, I do look back on it and I'm like, I really do think it was us binge watching it, and I
guess.
I really do think a lot of it is. I still standing by my statement though.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my mind about anything yet.
Yeah,
maybe one day in the future we'll go back and revisit Geets.
Yeah.
It could be a fun time.
When we watch
But-
all of Tokusatsu, we'll
When we get through all of Tokusatsu.
we'll be 70 and we'll go back again.
No, but if you guys on Discord want to vote on us watching Geets again, I think we would.
Oh, I'd hate that.
We'd hate it, but we would do it if we really wanted to.
We would?
Yeah, we would.
We would?
Mm-hmm.
You both like to be punished. Don't lie.
Other than that,
Not wrong.
yeah, it's one of our first like big
Yes.
viral videos. And so I just want to say thanks for everybody that checked it out and stuff like that. Even if you got mad and you didn't like us or you didn't like our takes on things, we really do appreciate.
We appreciate you clicking on the video.
Yeah, and honestly, go check out the Discord. I would love to continue the conversation
Yes.
about it. Because something that I did have a conversation about off the pod, not with you,
Okay.
but about what this channel is made for. This channel is not made for like debate or critical review.
No, don't take anything we say seriously, please.
It's definitely more of a comedy thing. We're just trying to make jokes about Tokusatsu, make fun of it, in fun spirit. We're not critics. But with that in mind, I do try to take it a little seriously when we do the
Of
podcast
course.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I don't want anyone thinking like, oh, our say is law or something like that or anything like that. And on the likewise, on the other side of things, there were a lot of people that were disagreeing with us, and that's awesome. I'm glad that there's that's like kind of like the beautiful thing about tokusatsu is that like people can have like different opinions about different shows and stuff like that. Like I've talked to people that genuinely like don't like Time Force, for an example.
Yeah.
And like that's fine. If you don't like stuff that I like, that doesn't make you a bad person or anything like that. We just have different takes in the matter. Honestly, I'd love to continue the conversation like that. It makes it just like pick people's brains and like people, what people like about stuff, what people don't like about stuff, and stuff like that. And that's kind of what this podcast is. It's to start the conversation.
Of course.
To laugh and to have a conversation.
Yeah.
That's kind of all I want to talk about.
Hopefully laugh. That's the goal.
Oh, hopefully laugh.
Yeah.
Mostly laugh. I'm funny.
We try to be.
I try to be.
What's that supposed to mean? You fucking suck.
You suck. So with that in mind, just one last thank you guys so much for checking it out.
Yes, thank you.
Let's talk about Mighty Morphin Season 2.
Yeah. What was the time?
So Season 1, I think we both agree, is
Long.
a period piece for sure.
Boring.
It was long, boring for the most of it, but overall,
Had charm.
it had charm. It sure did.
It sure did.
It had Bulk and Skull.
It did have Bulk and Skull.
We love
Other than
them.
that, there was like what? The Green Ranger stuff,
Yeah.
and that's kind of it.
Yeah, Island of Illusion.
So it had the Green Ranger stuff and Bulk and Skull, and that's about it. We had a lot of complaints, like little nitpicks about how it doesn't hold up and stuff like that. And so going into Season 2, we were kind of jazzed because, a lot of big changes happen in it.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of stuff. We're going to go into spoilers for a show that's 30 years old, so if you haven't seen it yet, go check out the commentary tracks. If not, we're just going to go deep into spoilers.
Yep.
So, there's really 3 big things that happen in this show. There's Tommy loses his powers, becomes the White Ranger. The
Power transfer.
the power transfer, and
Then everything after that. I think it's.
and then everything after that, basically.
There's not really anything big that happens after.
Yeah, there's not really anything big, but it's the point is
Well, Rita
that
comes back. I guess is a big thing.
Rita comes back.
After power transfer.
There's a lot of things there's more things that happened in this season.
Yes. It was definitely. I think it was easier to watch in season 1.
Yeah, and so let's just get our number out of the way,
Oh, sure. I didn't think.
and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I got mine.
All right.
Real quick, what did we give Season 1?
I don't remember.
I think we
I
give
don't think we actually ever did anything.
You want to do
with
Season 1?
Yeah, we can rate season 1 real
Let's do
quick.
Season 1.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. 4 out of 10.
Yeah, 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Okay. Season 2.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
6 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Yeah. I mean,
Better, not super great. But
yeah. It is better.
Yes.
I think objectively it is better. But there are still a lot of things that we personally don't like about it. But there are things that are improved upon.
Yes.
Let's go over the quick things that we really loved in the show.
Yeah. I'll start with the biggest new change right off the beginning is Lord Zed.
Oh,
Love Lord Zed.
Zed was great.
Yeah. Amazing.
From episode 1, he is like entirely different. Rita was just kind of a pushover. She wasn't anything. She just kind of
she was just a bully.
Yeah, she just kind of yelled a lot.
Yeah.
Right. But Zed,
I'm Monster Grow.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Good
like
stuff.
Zed at least had a personality.
Mhm.
He was a lot more. Since you look at his design, I mean,
yeah.
what the fuck,
Definitely.
man? It's awesome. And Zed's plans typically were like,
In theory, good.
better.
Or that's probably better. I wouldn't say good for most of them.
Yeah. And then
He's still just deliciously evil.
yeah, and honestly,
Don't mind
he
it.
was great.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot the guy's voice.
The guy who voices.
Zed. Yeah, he passed away a little recently,
that's sad.
a couple years ago. But he does. I mean,
Yeah.
it's iconic.
We'll put him up.
Yeah, a great guy. He had such great talent. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Other than that, that was like the first big change that happened.
Yeah.
And I think we both universally agree Zed's great.
Yeah. I had no problem with Zed the entire time.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Do we want to get into the marriage thing? Or do we want to wait till the last third?
Eventually we'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah. Work away
What's that?
chronologically.
Robert Axelrod.
Robert Axelrod. Fuck me. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So from there, we kind of go into the other big noticeable change.
Mm-hmm.
We're no longer using Jew Ranger footage.
Oh yeah.
So
There's not a lot of it.
So we got a lot of stuff. First off, new putties. Got the Z targeting. Honestly, hilarious.
They're good stuff.
What a fucking idiot Zed is. He was like, guys.
Like we were just like, he's so good, he's so much better than Rita. Fucking stupid when it comes to goons.
What a dummy.
What a dummy.
Yeah, he was like, guys. What if I had like, you guys were like the most elite fighters ever, but I put a giant button on your chest that makes you explode. And they were like, this guy's cooking.
Good man.
Yeah. And honestly, they're fine, goofy and stuff like that. I think they're a lot goofier in this season.
Yeah, they definitely really play up the putty's goof.
Yeah.
As far as I remember. It's been a while since
Like the Wild West Rangers, they're all in cowboy hats and stuff like that.
Good stuff.
They're doing poses and stuff like that. Ass out.
Yeah, they do. They really do like the. All right, putties, throw it back. Come on, putties, throw it back. Yeah,
And and it's a lot goofier and stuff like that. But Zed does feel a lot more menacing. And
yes.
Stuff like that.
He seems like an actual threat.
And they do introduce the new idea of, the powers growing and changing through this, because we get our first set of new Zords.
Yeah.
We get the Thunder Zords.
Thunderzords. Woo.
Honestly, can I be real?
Mm-hmm.
I went into them like really excited to see them.
Yeah.
Kind of disappointed.
I mean, I like the original Megazord better. But I think I like the individual Zord, or at least the Dragon Zord I like better.
The
Like
Dragon Zord's cool because it goes into a
Dragon
dude
Zord.
mode.
Yeah.
But
I like Red Dragon Zord better than T-Rex.
Right.
But that's really it. I like them as Megazord wise. I like Mighty Morphin Season 1 Megazord better.
I guess like the thing is like during the fight scenes and stuff like that, because unfortunately they had to splice footage a lot for like the first like 20 episodes. It's a lot of
shot of Megazord swinging sword, cut to shot of monster getting hit by another sword.
Yeah. The power sword,
and obviously not the sword that they swung with.
Yeah, and it happens like for the first like 20 episodes, and then it's not just them or the Megazord. It's all of the fight scenes. You can tell that they're running out of footage. And I kind of wanted to get into the talk of like the what if scenario. What if they kept the Die Ranger suits?
Oh yeah.
And because I, for one, love the Die Ranger suits.
They're great.
And I think they would have made a pretty sweet adaptation.
Yeah. I think it would have been great.
Yeah. I don't know. I understand why they didn't. They want to keep like the brand and iconography, but...
And if they would have done that, then Season 3 would have been from Cock Ranger. Oh, the whole season of Cock Ranger.
But we would have lost the Alien Rangers.
You know what? You're right.
Sacrifices
this
had to be
timeline's
made.
better. We're in the correct timeline.
So we go from the Thunder Zords and the first third arc, or like over lapping story arc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is shown off. Tommy's losing his powers. His powers are like weakening. And the Green Ranger powers are just, they're, at like one point he just demorphs.
Yeah.
Like, he's just losing his powers over time. And it's, honestly, I understand, like, from binging it, I think it's actually really cool.
Yeah, I don't mind the first part of the season.
Yeah, I think it's really cool seeing Tommy go through this, like, not necessarily an arc, but, like, seeing him struggle with the fact that he can't help as much, but him still finding ways of doing it.
Yeah, definitely. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and it's really good. It's one of the things that we complained about is that there's not a lot of like character moments in season 1, but there was a lot of it in this one. I know I'm being like really hypocritical, right?
Okay.
But there's a Jason moment in it that we both really liked when he was like talking about like when Tommy leaves eventually.
Yeah.
How he feels guilty over the green candle thing.
Yeah, he was like, it was my fault that the candle melted, It's like...
And I thought that was one of...
That's awesome.
I think that's Jason's best episode, honestly.
I really do. I really think so. He was great.
Yeah. honestly, the first third is just really solid overall.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then you get into White Light.
Well, one thing first.
Okay. What happens?
We have just two quick things on it.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
Ron Wasserman.
Yeah.
Ron Wasserman.
Mark Masterman.
Ron Wasserman.
Awesome.
If you don't know who Ron Wasserman is, he does the original Mighty Morphin theme song.
Yeah.
But in season 2, he starts doing theme songs for everybody.
Right, yeah, a bunch of
There's
individual
Fight,
themes.
the Green and White Ranger themes. You know, he goes on to through In Space.
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
awesome.
just fun little songs for like
Yeah.
fight scenes and stuff. It's
Yeah,
really, really cool.
he his music really does. It really carries fights sometimes,
Mhm.
right? You get a little bit more pumped up to see these fights. Which going into it, the civvy fights,
Yo, yeah, they're great. Like,
they kick so much ass, especially like maybe like I think that we were like, the first 5 episodes are weird. I think they were just getting their footing and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But like everything past like when they really introduced Tommy's like losing his powers stuff.
yeah,
Onward throughout the entire season, all of the civilian fights
they're
kick so much ass.
so rad.
Yeah, they're super duper cool. Yeah, I really don't have any complaints about it.
No,
Yeah, they were
they
just
definitely the Sith fights are much better than
honestly
season 1.
I'm gonna say it. I think they're better than some of the suit fights.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Um,
Especially, I love the suit fights where they're just standing in an alleyway looking at the Zords fight.
oh my
Those are my
God.
favorite.
That happens so much, especially in
Yeah.
the first.
First third of the a lot of the end climax fights was them just standing,
right.
but no, oh, it's getting destroyed.
Yeah, and
It's good stuff.
It was just kind of, yeah, it was kind of lame.
Yeah.
But honestly,
But character wise, not bad.
let's get into it.
Yeah.
Tommy loses his powers.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, a very big moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just him like that him going like him punching Goldar in the fucking chest when he's like, say it, say my name.
Say my name.
And he's like, you know, taunting him and stuff like that. It's such a good scene when he's like, bitch.
You're out of your mind.
And it's goofy, it's cheesy, but it's done so well where you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Power Rangers can't take itself too seriously, I don't think.
Yeah, well, we could.
It's got to be a little goofy.
Yeah, it needs to be a little.
Yeah,
goofy.
you can't make
sorry.
it like super serious.
Going off of that, we get to a small episode or batch of episodes where characters are introduced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Curtis,
Yeah.
Richie.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's them.
I think it's them.
They have been mentioned.
Yep.
Honestly, I understand why they were introduced. They were trying to be candidates for the White Ranger.
Yeah, they're trying to be like,
Well,
ooh, who's this white guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just kind of thought they were a waste of time in the long scheme of things.
I like Richie.
We should have had more Richie content. More Richie content. He was so handsome.
Justice for Richie.
Justice for Richie. I want my Richie spinoff where he becomes a Kamen Rider.
Oh, he becomes a Master Rider.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We
My fan fiction.
let's get to the White Light.
Yeah, sure. Great.
This is probably the best part
Yeah.
of the season, right?
Yeah, I think it's the best multiple episode.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah, multi-episode story. I think in the entire season, the
Um,
entire show so far. I would honestly say.
really
Mhm.
better than Green with Evil.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Hot take. I like White Light better than Green with Evil.
All right, show's over. No,
All right, we're canceled.
no,
There
it's
it
okay.
goes.
I understand.
Mhm.
I love White Light. It's one of my probably my most nostalgic episodes of the show. I watched White Light so many times. I had VHS with it on it.
Oh, fun.
So I'm super duper nostalgic for White Light. And honestly, I think it's the most tense the show's ever been.
Yeah.
Where, you know, we don't know who this guy is.
Mhm.
Where the Zordon and Alpha, they've disappeared.
Yeah.
You know,
Why are they hiding things from the Rangers?
they're hiding things from
Yeah.
the Rangers.
They're in their special basement.
They're in their special basement. And
Always wanted to go there.
honestly, going past the amazing fight scenes, there's just such honestly, the ceremony of him coming down and like just like T-posing downwards as he comes down, and like Tommy taking the helmet off, being like,
look who it is. I'm not gone.
It's me, baby. They brought me back.
Can't get rid of me.
Honestly,
I'm the guy.
It's one of the most iconic moments in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's done perfectly.
Kimberly fainting.
Oh, yeah,
Kimberly
she did faint.
fainting.
She did do that.
Jason getting cucked. And then
True.
Yeah.
listen. We kind of have to talk about that after this.
Mm-hmm.
But it honestly, if you could go and watch any 2 episodes from the show, those would be the 2 that you gotta go
they're
watch.
probably 2 of my favorite episodes in the entire show.
Yeah. They'll go down as my favorite episodes from this season. No problem.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, just iconic stuff. The White Ranger suit. Let's get into that.
Yeah. Guy Ranger.
Looks fucking awesome.
Yeah. Good. Nothing wrong to say about it.
Yeah, it's such a good suit. Do you think? All right.
All right.
Is it better than the Green Ranger suit?
Yes.
Well, that's one from Finn.
No, I like the Dragon Shield too much. I think the Dragon Shield is really cool.
I would say the Green Ranger suit is better if the Power Rangers version of it didn't have the floppy cloth.
That's true. That's true.
The random shit.
I'm just going off like
Yeah.
base Green Ranger. He has the cool shield.
If he has the cool shield, I think the Green Ranger suit's better.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, the White Ranger suit every time. And the White Ranger suit, regardless, also one of the greatest suits of all time.
It is a good suit. I really like it a lot.
Yeah. He gets Saba. What a dapper little fella.
Little guy.
We need more Saba content.
Get
What?
explained. He
Got gagged.
He did get gagged that one time. Poor guy.
Poor bastard.
Or lucky guy.
Would you fuck the sword? I'd fuck the sword.
How do you fuck the sword?
I'm gonna show you.
Why are we keeping that in?
Sorry. So
Anyway.
Oh, gosh.
Small tangent.
we got to talk about the elephant in the room after this.
Yes, we do. Unfortunately.
Austin St. John, Walter Jones, and Tweed Trang wanted more money offset. You know, the Power Rangers was doing super successful at the time, and you know, they weren't getting as much residuals. According to Austin St. John, they were getting like about as much as a McDonald's manager.
Yeah.
And honestly, kind of fucking honestly, the fact that Saban wouldn't pay them more is kind of insane. No matter which way you look at it on of how you look at the situation, the fact that they did not get paid more is kind of insane. And there's a lot of behind the scenes drama that went down between basically Jason David Frank and Austin St. John and you know that crew. I don't want to get into it. I don't think we should.
Yeah, probably not too much.
I would say if you're curious, go look it up. We're not going to really go into it. But the point is that what happened is that Tweed Trang, Austin St. John, and Walter Jones basically walked off set. And
you definitely feel it.
you really fucking feel it. I would say right before White Light, like 2 episodes before White Light. Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, why are we not ever focusing on these guys? Like,
Yeah,
they only show up at the very end.
Yeah, or you only show Billy and Kimberly and Tommy when he gets his powers.
You only see the back of the heads of the other 3.
Yeah, and there's clearly like terrible dubbing.
Yeah, in the suits.
Yeah, and it's
multiple times in that season. Also, like they are like stuck in their suits. For some
they
reason.
get like frozen.
It's
or
kind of
trapped.
funny how they like try to work around all this stuff.
Honestly, I kind of don't understand it because like if they knew about it Why not just skip to the
Yeah, because like they introduce their replacements
pretty early on?
really soon after like you start seeing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
And so like I kind of get where they're going with like oh, we gotta build up these characters, you know, so people like we gotta introduce them a little bit, you know.
Sure.
So, like 1 or 2 episodes, like I think would do fine.
But there was like
There was a good 5-6 episodes where you just had these 3 extra characters in here. They're like, oh, these guys are definitely gonna be Rangers.
yeah,
But
like these color coded teens.
yeah, these other color coded teens.
Let's kind of talk. Yeah, we'll talk about them in just a second. But it's just a really gross situation.
It's really strange.
No matter which side of the argument you land on, the Power Ranger actors super duper underpaid.
Mhm.
Yeah, just a very bad situation. Let's go into the actual new characters that show up.
Yeah.
So 3 new characters showed up from Stone Canyon, the next door neighbors of Angel Grove.
Whatever.
Adam, Aisha, Rocky, and obviously they would go on to be the next 3 Power Rangers that replaced them.
Mhm.
I think everybody knows that by now.
Yeah.
And
You know about right when they show up. You're like, oh, these
these guys are color coded. Nice.
interesting.
Let's kind of go over them because we've already not to spoil things, but none of the original 6 members really go through a character arc in this season.
What?
So we're just gonna skip over them.
Yeah, you know those 3 and the other.
You know Billy, Kimberly, and Tommy by now.
They're the same.
We've already talked about Jason's cool moment, and then Zach and Trini just are there most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't really do a lot.
Yeah. So,
Trini and Richie have like a little love thing going on.
yeah, but it doesn't go anywhere.
This is true.
And that's kind of one of the other things is that there's a lot of cool plot points that are brought up, but they just never get to resolve because of this walkout and stuff like that. Like, what's her name? Zach's love interest. Exactly.
They checked out.
Yeah. So
Immediately.
so let's just talk about these 3 new goobers.
Sure.
Love
these guys.
Let's kind of go from I think our least favorite to our favorite.
Sure.
Aisha.
Yeah. I love Aisha as a character. She's fine.
What does she do? What's her personality?
Girl 2.
Mm-hmm.
She got a little attitude on her. I like a girl with
it's
some
like
attitude.
that's what Zordon requested.
I mean, sure, yes, she has a little bit more spunk to her.
Little spunk.
But
Look
like
at that.
other than that, whatever. I think she had the least amount of character episodes.
Yeah, I can't think of 2 episodes she was in.
Yeah.
That was a character episode for her.
Wait, hold on. Now that I think about it, was she in the last episode?
Yeah, I'm sure she was in the last episode. I'm sure they had a Yellow Ranger in the last episode.
But was the character
I'm
Aisha
sure she was.
the actress?
I'm sure she was.
Okay. Let's go into Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky.
Rocky wants to have fun, baby. Yeah!
Well, then go study then, Brainiac. I'm having fun. Yeah.
He has probably, like, not our favorite episode, like, joke episode.
No, but
It's definitely up there.
yeah, it was definitely
Rocky
a fun
wants to have
episode.
fun.
Rocky does just want to have fun. Let him have fun, Zordon.
Again, Rocky is also kind of a blander character.
He's a himbo.
He's a himbo. That's
I
kind
love
of the vibe we get from him. I kind of wish they would, like, go on the gas pedal with him and make him, like, fucking brain dead.
Yeah,
I kind of wish they would.
that was our little character for him.
Yeah, that was our little character we made from in the commentary tracks. But, like, Rocky also didn't have a lot of character moments.
Not really. Honestly, the 3 really didn't.
Adam had some. First off, he had 2 episodes back to back and early.
That's true. Like almost as soon as they became Rangers, he had 2 back-to-back character episodes.
Yeah. And honestly, I think they were good character episodes. Because you really get to understand Adam a lot more.
I guess.
Adam is my favorite of the 3. Is he not yours?
I think Rocky's probably my favorite of the 3.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Wow,
like
okay.
Rocky.
My bad. I
He just
didn't
wants to
mean
have fun.
He does want to just have fun.
It's okay though.
Let's go into Adam.
Yeah, Adam.
Adam is honestly, out of all of the actors, right?
Mhm.
Johnny Young Bosch, who plays Adam,
Yeah,
probably has gone on to do
he's definitely the most famous.
the most
Yeah.
famous.
Maybe not for Power Rangers, but
if you've seen anime,
If you've seen an anime,
there's a good chance you've heard his voice before.
Mhm.
He plays Ichigo from Bleach. That's easily his most iconic role. But he's also in Blue Exorcist. He plays the older brother to the main character.
sure.
He plays
Trigon.
he's in Trigun as Vash the Stampede, and then he plays
Anime.
he plays those are his two iconic roles. He's in Akira.
Sure.
That was like his breakout role. Dude's got talent, right?
He plays Bumblebee.
He plays
More for
Bumblebee,
Cybertron.
and like he's got talent, and he's probably the most famous and successful actor from Power Rangers.
Of course. Yeah.
So with that in mind, Adam is a fucking wet blanket.
Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot.
He does not also do a whole lot either. But if I'm gonna kind of maybe just dick ride a little bit, I think that Adam is, out of all the characters, probably the most unique Ranger that was introduced, because he seems like he deals with a lot of personal and mental issues that
He definitely does have like a self-esteem issue.
Yeah,
That
and
gets brought up a bunch of times.
And he's like very moody, and I appreciate that more than just the
Goody Two Shoes teen.
Yeah, and I wish they did more with him. And I hope to see more of him going forward. Yeah. So other than that, I really don't have much to say about the three.
I really think they wanted to highlight Tommy still in this season, and so they brought in three characters that they didn't want to actually do a whole lot with, as kind of just background characters, basically.
Yeah,
to Tommy.
and Johnny Bosch has said this, that he's the background ranger.
Yeah, really, that's what it feels like. These three were just like what's a good word? Just placeholders for the Rangers, just to fill up those three spots.
Yeah, and I hope to see them do more stuff as it goes on. You want to keep going?
Sure. What are we gonna do?
Talk about the last third, which is the other big moment. Rita comes back.
Rita's back,
and
yay!
her and Zed get married.
And honestly, I actually think that this was a really good
dynamic
time. A good dynamic, and I think it's a good time for her to come back. Because if they just kept fighting Zed for the rest of the season, I'd be like, Zed started to get just a little old.
Yeah, a little stale.
A little stale, kind of just doing the same thing over and over again. Deliciously evil. He's mad all the time. That's fine. But when Rita comes back, it definitely is a good change of pace. Definitely lightens the mood a little bit more.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And honestly, but you know what happened behind the scenes, right?
No idea.
Do you know what happened behind the scenes? So Zed fucking scared the shit out of kids in the 90s. And parents called in, and they were like, we need to make Zed more likable.
Really? Oh my god, it's hilarious.
I know the perfect way. Give his ass a wife.
Give him a wife.
Let's give him a wife that makes him fall in love with her.
Yeah. And honestly, I like their dynamic.
No,
I think it's goofy.
It's really
I think
fun.
it's like how he calls her just mean nicknames.
Mean nicknames, but are also kind of cute. It's really funny. I can't think of any right now. I'm blanking on a single
It's
one.
very cute. I like the dynamic. And honestly, the season just kind of pitters to an end. There are so many fucking multi-episode.
Yeah, and
This
I
is
used to like the multi-episodes because it would be like, oh, it's like a more drawn-out story. They have more time for characters to interact.
I think
better.
season 1 did it much better.
Yes, and I think most of season 2 did it better too, at least early on for multiple episodes. But like White Light, and I think there's a few more that I didn't.
The actual power transfer.
hate. Yeah, that one was good.
But everything after the power transfer was a fucking drag.
Yeah. What it kind of felt like was the writers were in season 1 and part of season 2, they were like, okay, we have these longer stories you want to break into multiple episodes, right? But then I felt towards the end of season 2, okay, we need to drag out season 2, let's make this small story into a multi-part episode.
Yeah.
And then it just is it just drags out, and this could have been one episode.
There was some stuff. The Wild West.
Wild West one was a good one. That was the only one I can think of I liked.
Yeah, but there's 3 or 4 multi-parter episodes that are like 2 to 3 episodes long, and they are obnoxiously drawn out for no reason.
Like Return of the Green Ranger, I really think could have been one episode, if not maybe 2.
And
it was 3.
Rita's actual return is terrible. Not anything that doesn't have to do with Zed or Rita is just the Power Rangers in a mansion running around for 3 episodes.
Yeah, the wedding. Oh my god, I forgot about the wedding.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Is probably some of the worst episodes.
Yeah.
In season 2.
They were really hard to get through.
Yeah, like Rita and Zed, when you cut to them occasionally, they're fun and goofy, but when you have them as like the main part of the episode, it's just like, all right, they're just evil.
Yeah.
Like what? What do you want from them? So yeah.
And again, I don't know why, but the season ends with another filler episode.
It does, but it's a good filler episode.
It's a good filler episode.
In their defense, actually, the last episode wasn't bad. I was like, it's a good high note to end it on.
Yeah.
It's a good Billy episode.
Yeah, but like, still, the point is,
Love Billy episodes.
Is that like, I think we both agreed. We actually like the more episodic episodes of Mighty Morphin than the overall,
Yeah. Oh, here's Monster of the Week. This is what's going on.
Now, I don't think this is how it's going to be going forward. I think after Mighty Morphin Season 3, I think Zeo does multi-parters and multi-arcs much, much better going forward.
Okay.
Right?
I believe it's been a while since I watched Zeo, so I don't really remember anything specific. But
no, we might still not like Zeo, but I think it does. it fixes our problem that we have for it.
Yeah.
And everything after In Space, especially.
Oh, sure.
Is like
much better.
Much better.
That's one thing we didn't actually mention about this season is that the best thing it has over season 1 is that it's shorter.
Oh yeah, it's 8 episodes less.
Thank God.
And thank God for that, because
we'd still be watching it. I don't want to.
Yeah, we were losing our minds again.
By the end, we were like, oh God.
Yeah.
Counting down our days.
And yeah, I mean, overall, I think season 2 is an improvement, but not by much. I think there are cool concepts introduced, but aren't that satisfying. And also, just on a note, I forgot to mention it, the actual departure of the power transfer, they go off to like the 3 go off to a peace conference. And like, I think they thought it was a good idea, but the actual execution of it was horrendous.
Yeah.
It's
that whole like plot is horrible.
Yeah, it's so, it feels like a kick in the face.
It almost feels like they were like, yeah, fuck these guys, Yeah. It really honestly feels like disrespectful to the 3 actors.
Yeah, and yeah, I just, there's a lot of things that are introduced that I just wish were executed a lot better. But overall, I did enjoy the season more. I thought the episodic episodes were a lot better. I just, yikes. I hope going forward that they learn from their episodic or their multi-parter episodes.
Yeah.
And they improve as we go along. And I hope with a shorter season that's coming up next, we will start to see that. Yeah. I think that's the season in a nutshell.
It really is.
Last thing I want to talk about.
Uh-oh.
Bulk and Skull.
Yeah, they're in the show.
They're more than just in the show. They have a whole new side plot.
They do. They have their own thing to do in this season.
Which they're trying to find the identities of the Power Rangers.
Yeah. And they do it a couple times, actually.
They do find out, like, twice.
Yeah.
Or they get their memories erased once.
They get their memories erased once.
Yeah.
Which I do want to talk about that episode. That was one of my favorite episodes of the season. Whenever they save the Power Rangers. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Bulk and Skull moments like that.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments from the entire franchise is going to be a Bulk and Skull doing that moment way down the line. Yeah. I know it. You know it. You know it.
We'll get there soon.
We'll get there together. Overall, though, Bulk and Skull were kind of okay in this season.
Yeah. But what I did like is they weren't as, like, slapstick in this season.
Season 1 was like 90% of them is slapstick.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
actually, I think a lot of their jokes was like actually really funny.
Yeah.
We were those many times we actually laughed at
there-
something Skull.
There
said.
still is slapstick.
There's still Bulk and Skull. It
Yeah.
hasn't changed, but it's definitely less, and I do like that. I'm not a
And
slapstick guy.
another thing is that real quick, sorry, I'm getting distracted.
Get
Bulk and
scattered.
Skull. While I know this isn't my favorite version of these goons, I particularly like next season and Zio's,
Yeah,
where they become.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I like Turbos. They're the monkeys.
Shut up.
They're the monkeys in that one. They're so
Yeah.
cute.
Are they cops in this one too? No, they're not.
Aha! See, monkey's better. You already said so.
Whatever. Anyways, the point is that I thought this was a good season for them.
Mm-hmm.
Not their best. I don't even think they're as good as season 1.
I think they're about on par. I would put them roughly around the same.
Okay.
I think I like some aspects of this one better than season 1.
Okay.
But they also season 1 are just kind of iconic, so it's kind of like a toss up.
Yeah. Other than that, overall, I did enjoy this season more, but I think season 3 will either be the best season we've saw, or it's going to be the worst season.
At least it'll be shorter. So even if it's the worst, it won't be that bad.
Yeah.
That's what matters most.
So before we end off,
Okay.
we're not going to talk about the movie, but I
Okay.
think we should talk about the concept of the movie real quick.
Okay.
So about
Go ahead.
it was the marriage.
Okay.
Rita and Zed get married, but the Rangers, they go to Australia
They do.
and they're filming the Mighty Morphin movie at the time, right?
Mhm.
And you know, for anyone who knows or cares, the Mighty Morphin movie is going to be down the pipeline.
Yeah.
Like either the podcast after this or
after the next one.
after that next one. You will
Coming up in
see
the next month.
in the next month or so, you should see the podcast for the Mighty Morphin movie.
I want to do a little disclaimer too. We did record that already.
Yeah, we've recorded it already.
And I know, because since you said Australia in this one, you did say New Zealand throughout the entire podcast.
It's one of the two. Wait,
It's Australia. They went to Australia.
did I say New Zealand?
You said New Zealand.
You said it the entire time.
So, just a warning for that podcast. We meant Australia.
You should just put every time I
Every
say New
time
Zealand, just Australia. And just
see,
every
maybe.
time I say it, make it bigger and bigger. And bigger.
Or you just
That's
take
what I
it
could
like
do.
you take the soundbite from this one of him saying Australia
Give us
and
a
just
good-
put it over every
Yeah.
time he said
Australia.
Give us a good Australia so I can soundbite it.
Okay. Australia. and just get, and also when you do it, can you like zoom in on my fucking face?
Australia.
And then every time I say it, just put that clip in.
Gotcha. What I'll do is I'll do kind of a little both. I'll build up the subtext of it,
Yeah.
right? And then in the last one, it's the clip.
It's Australia. But don't even make sure it's reverb too. Yeah.
We like that.
You done?
Yeah.
Other than that, I got really nothing else to say about the season.
No? Well said.
Do you have any thoughts about? What are your overall thoughts? We haven't actually gotten your thoughts.
Better than season 1. And shorter,
Yeah.
which is good. That's my thoughts.
Do you have any thoughts for season 3?
It's even shorter.
That's all you're looking forward to. Now, what about the ninja suits?
Okay, the ninja suits.
Ninja suits,
Whatever.
big birds, Rito.
Oh yeah, Rito.
Rito's in it. Yeah, I love Rito.
Hey, he's one of the main bad guys in Kaku Ranger.
He is.
Even better. He's so different.
And aliens. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Eee.
Real quick, kind of other pipeline stuff.
Mhm.
We are gonna watch Alien Rangers. But the commentary tracks are gonna be for free. We want to give them out as like a thank you for supporting us and stuff like that. It's gonna be available for all patrons. And it's it's gonna be our cheapest show that we're gonna do. We're only gonna do it for $3. So even if you're not a patron, you'll be able to get it cheaper than our normal shows.
Yeah.
Because we just want to give out. It's a shorter season.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a lot of opinions on it.
Yes, we will. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
Look out
So
for that.
when season 3 comes out, we're gonna do that.
Right after.
So you will they'll be separated too. So you won't have to buy season 3.
Yeah.
If you just want to watch Alien Rangers, it'll be its own separate thing. Other than that, you got anything else?
I don't think so.
Finn, thoughts on season 2?
It's a season of Power Rangers.
Well said.
That is correct.
Well said, Finnegan.
Well, with that.
Patreon.com/Tokunommentaries, where you can see the commentary tracks for Mighty Morphin Season 2 and Season 1, and soon to be Season 3 and beyond. Join the Discord in the link in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for checking us out.
Yes, thank you. Thank
Christian,
you so much.
any last words?
I'm excited for season 3.
I'm dead inside. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.